Hi everybody. We are doing I'm waiting for my son after basketball practice meditation tonight. I figured I would jump on early rather than late because I would be mid-drive by the time he gets out. And just share with you in total authenticity and vulnerability just who I am and how I'm showing up today. It's been a hard day. My dog Scout is with me. He is, not wearing the cone of shame anymore. We upgraded to a tube of denial around his neck. He was neutered yesterday and had some minor complications and is doing better now, but we both had a pretty sleepless night and I didn't drink enough water today. There's been a lot going on at our nation's capital, so there's this sense of being kind of uneasy, and I had this feeling of, oh my gosh, I'm going to be late for the live. We're doing it. I think I have 8% on my battery for my phone, so if I disappear, you know why. But I was sharing with Ryan earlier today from Open Mind, as many of you know, that I'm just going to be more real, because as much as I love to promote mindfulness and meditation and being in the present, sometimes it's just tricky being a human, right? When we have so much coming at us and it just feels overwhelming. So at some point you may hear cars honking, Nash may hop in here, and I'm going to force him to do the meditation with us if that's the case, if I still have battery, right? This is all just, we're flying by the seat of our pants tonight. I don't have my ring light, but I've got an interior light. Hey, look at that. So let's just check in. That's what we do first, right? We align the body. So nice deep breath in, big breath out. Good. Anchor your feet, maybe feel your seat beneath you, and just take a moment to bring to mind how you're feeling in this now moment. If it's frantic, if it's overwhelmed, all of that is okay, right? The purpose of these practices is just to do a check-in with everybody. How are you doing? How are you feeling, right? You don't have to be anybody special. You don't have to feel anything special, although if you do, bonus. But really just to check in, right? Check in. So I would love to know from the 5 of you watching, and those of you that watched later on and catch the replay, if you have a word for this new year. I don't love resolutions. I did a story for KX earlier this week on resolutions, and I didn't have one because I don't want that pressure, especially after last year, the year that we had. I don't want another thing to have to accomplish or some external accolade, right? I shared with her that I prefer to set intentions, and my intention is to bring more joy into each now moment. So for me, waiting for my son Nash, maybe bringing more joy into each now moment is waving at his friends who don't recognize me, which I'm doing right now, and they're like, who's that? Or to play with my dog, who's having a really hard time right now. Poor Scout. Scouty boy, come here. He's watching all the boys go by. But yeah, just share your word below if you have one, and if you don't, I challenge you to find one. Find a word that can kind of guide you through your days, through your months, through your years, right? Because it's those small things that add up over time. I've landed on a couple of different ones, and I have to really decide before I share mine with all of you. But I think it is just more joy. Bringing more joy to the grocery store, bringing more joy to my conversations, bringing more joy to the meditations that I share with you all. I feel like what I've learned most, here comes Nash. We're going to wrangle him in for this meditation. I feel like what I've learned most from this past year, 2020, is the preciousness of life, right? And how beautiful it is, and how challenging and how hard, and how real it is. Nash, I'm on a Facebook Live right now, which means he doesn't want to be in it. I'm not going to force him to be in it. Scout is like, oh, there's my boy. Say hi. Kisses, kisses. But we are going to do a little breathing together. I won't force you to be in the meditation, but I want you to do it with me. So think of your word for the year, whatever that is, and we'll begin our practice. This authentic, is that a word? Authenticity, authentic meditation. It's just like, Mom, you're struggling. from here in the parking lot. Let's go. Scout, I'm gonna need you to scoot your back down. All right, find the back of your chair. You can even elevate your chair back if you'd like. There you go. Take it back a few notches. Anchor your feet. Deep breathe into the chest first. So inhale through the nose. Nash, do this with me. Okay, breathe in to the chest space. Big exhale out. And you can take your mask off if you want, honey. Now breathe into the belly. Exhale. And then breathe into your seat. Feel the chair beneath you, the support beneath you. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now, if you don't have your word yet, I want you to close your eyes and take a moment to think about what it is that you want more of this year. What do you want to feel? Not a resolution, not a goal. What do you want to feel more this year? Is it ease? Is it accomplishment? This is your word. So think about what you want to draw more into your life. Is it health? Is it wealth? Is it just general well-being? Whatever that is, I want you to imagine that word in your mind. I want you to see it on a whiteboard. I want you to imagine writing it down. And then take both hands, bring it over your heart, and I want you to breathe that word into your heart space. Join me. Mm-hmm. Both hands over your heart. Mm-hmm. Put the phone down. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about your friends watching you. Inhale your word. Do you have a word? Mm-hmm. Okay, breathe it in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and relax the hands. Take another deep breath as you begin to flutter the eyes open, bringing your awareness back to the room, back to the car, back to the sounds and sights going on around you. You know, and I should mention, the real reason this group exists is because of Open Mind. And if you didn't catch the news clip that I posted earlier, please check it out. This is an amazing nonprofit doing amazing work in the state. And this weekly check-in, this meditation is just an opportunity for you to join with a community of, I think we have like 150 plus people now, maybe more, that either tune in live or watch this later on, just to have that opportunity, right? The science is all out on meditation. We know it's helpful, beneficial. So this is an opportunity for you to practice with me and my son and my dog and a squad of boys that are watching us, probably thinking we're kind of weird, and that's okay, right? So if you haven't, post your word below for what you want to focus on this year. If you'd rather keep it private, that's cool too. But embody that as you walk, as you go through your day. Maybe write it in your planner, right? Keep it close to you. Keep it as a reminder, because I think when we have an intention versus a resolution, we are much more likely to keep that and be successful. So with that, I'm going to head home, make some dinner, and drink some water. So I hope you guys are all well. Yay, Kayla put calm. You know, one last thing I want to mention is calm. The quickest way to access that is through the breathing. The breath informs the mind. So if the breath is shallow, you're sending a message to the mind that you're anxious. And remember, the thoughts are just thoughts. They are not who you are, right? We have close to 60,000, I think, a day. So following each and every train of thought, that's why we feel so tired sometimes and so overwhelmed, is because we're kind of riding those different trains of thought. So bring your hand to your heart, remember your word, breathe that in, take it with you, write it down, embody that. And I will see you next week, same time, same place. My battery stayed for the whole thing. Yes, we're at 2%. Okay, love you guys. Hi, Mom. Love you. Bye-bye.